Alright, Facebook, I'm doing a little video here on changing the stems and washers in your Delta faucet. Delta is pretty much the only faucet that I would recommend installing. That's what I put in mostly. Unless you just want something else, I'll do it. But this is a Delta faucet. Delta right there. This is the stem. It started out with the handle on it like so, and there's a small set screw right in there. Most of the Delta faucets are like this if they're two handle, and it takes a 3/32 Allen wrench, and you turn the faucet off at the bottom, of course. Turn the faucet to where it's on, let it drain out. Take the Allen wrench out of the handle, or not out of the handle, but loosen it on the handle. The handle will pull straight up. Take pictures, if you're doing this yourself, and I even do it sometimes too, take pictures of how the faucet stem, and it's got like a little spacer, find the little spacer, it's got a little plastic spacer, right there on that stem. Make sure you take pictures of how it goes in there, because if not, you'll have a mess. The handles will go backwards, all this kind of stuff. So you take there's a nut here, you can take it off with a crescent wrench. This nut here, you can take it off with a crescent wrench, and then the stem is pulled straight out. There is a set of springs and washers that look like this, and they'll be down in there, and your best thing to get those out with, I found, is a good big pen, like a ballpoint pen. And so here's a little stems and washers. I use a little on mine. The factory puts plumbing grease, and it makes everything last a little longer. So I use a little tub of plumbing grease there, and I lube up all the little rubber parts on it, the O-rings there, and the stem, and where it meets. Makes everything work better, lasts a little longer. So you get a ballpoint pen, get the little stem and washer out of the bottom. When you go to put it back, you take the rubber washer here, and this thing is cone shaped normally. And you put the washer down on the cone, and then you'll press that onto a pin and then use it to push it down into the stem. And then you'll place the new stem. I always do stems. When I do washers, I do stems. Place the new stem and the new washer down in where it goes. Tighten the nut, put the handle back on, put everything back together, and test it and see how it goes. I recommend, for a little bit, when I first started, I was putting in generic stems and washers, and that is a no-go. They didn't last as long. Sometimes they wouldn't work right off the bat. It's just something with, I always go back with Delta stems and washers. And so you go back with the name brand Delta, put it back in, put it all back together, and that's a pretty simple fix that you guys should be able to do. Thanks, Andrew Benton, Benton's Mechanical.